What if the strongest move you could ever make is to do nothing at all? Let that sink in. Not fighting, not explaining, not proving yourself, just walking away completely. Most people will tell you that revenge is about getting even, about making them feel what you felt. But true power, true dominance, isn't found in trying to hurt someone back. It's found in becoming so unaffected, so detached, that their actions have no weight in your world. Imagine the look on her face when she realizes you don't care anymore. Heartbreak is a test of your will, a test of your discipline. And right now, you have a choice. You can react like every other man, chasing, pleading, desperately trying to make her regret leaving. Or you can take the higher road, the colder road, the only road that guarantees she will feel your absence. You can disappear, not in anger, not in spite, but because you have no more energy to waste on someone who made the choice to lose you. There is no greater punishment than indifference, no greater mystery than a man who does not seek closure, who does not seek revenge, who simply moves on. And that's the paradox. When you don't care, when you don't seek revenge, when you stop trying to make her see your worth, that's when she feels it the most. Because deep down, she expected you to break. She expected to hold power over you long after she left. But when you don't give her that satisfaction, that's when the doubt creeps in. That's when the regret begins. This isn't just about heartbreak. This is about power, the power to remain unshaken, the power to control your emotions before they control you, the power to walk away and never look back. And make no mistake, when you master this, the world will notice. She will notice. The coldest revenge is no revenge at all. It's becoming the man she was never ready for, the man she thought she could replace, but never could. If you're done chasing ghosts, if you're ready to reclaim your power, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I release what I cannot control. Now let's begin. Number 1. The fall, heartbreak, and betrayal. She was everything, or at least that's what you told yourself. You built her up in your mind, placed her on a pedestal, convinced yourself that losing her was the worst thing that could ever happen. And then she left. Maybe she replaced you, maybe she got bored, maybe she just changed. Whatever the reason, the result was the same. A cold emptiness in your chest, a restless mind that replays every conversation, every moment, wondering why. You start thinking about what you could have done differently. You analyze every mistake. You think, maybe if I just explain, maybe if I show her how much she meant to me, maybe if I just reach out one more time. Stop. This is where most men lose themselves. They start chasing what is already gone. They become desperate, clinging to the past like it's a lifeline, not realizing that every message, every attempt to fix things, is only pushing her further away. She doesn't want your apologies. She doesn't want your explanations. In fact, the more you try, the less respect she has for you. Desperation is weakness, and women do not desire weakness. Let me tell you a harsh truth. The moment she decided to leave, she already considered her options. She already played this scenario in her head 1,000 times. She knew what she was doing, and she made a choice. The only thing that can make her regret that choice is silence. Absolute, unbreakable silence. This is where your transformation begins, not in trying to win her back, but in letting her go completely. Most men will never do this. Most men will keep the door open, waiting, hoping. but not you. You are about to become the exception. You are about to do what she never expected. You're about to disappear. If you're ready to stop being a prisoner of your emotions, if you're ready to take back your power, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I refuse to beg for what is already gone. Number 2, emotional control, the power she can't handle, pain. That's all you feel right now, a burning in your chest, a weight in your stomach that won't let you sleep, won't let you think straight. You want to reach out. You want to say something, anything, to make her understand how much she hurt you. But stop and ask yourself, what would that accomplish? Would it bring her back? Would it make her respect you? Absolutely not. In fact, the more emotional you become, the more she pulls away. This is the cold, brutal truth about human nature. People do not value what is given too freely. And when you hand her your emotions on a silver platter, you show her that she still controls you. Think about the most powerful men in history. Do they lash out when someone wrongs them? Do they beg for another chance? They master their emotions because they understand that control is everything. The man who cannot control his emotions is a man who controls nothing. Women are wired to test men. They push, they pull, they create chaos because they want to see what kind of man they're dealing with. And the moment she sees you unravel, the moment she sees you lose control, that's when you lose her forever. Not because she enjoys your suffering, but because deep down, she can't respect a man who is ruled by his emotions. This is why silence is so powerful. This is why walking away without a word, without a single emotional reaction, is the only move that matters. When you stop reacting, when you stop feeding her validation, something shifts. She starts to wonder, why isn't he chasing? Why isn't he broken? And that's when the regret begins, not because of anything you said, but because of what you didn't say. Mastering your emotions is not just about her. It's about you. It's about becoming the kind of man who is immune to the storms of life. The kind of man who can be betrayed, hurt, abandoned, and still stand tall, unaffected. The moment you learn to do this, you become dangerous. You become powerful. You become the man she will regret losing. If you're ready to stop being controlled, if you're ready to rise above, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My emotions do not control me. I control them. 3, silence speaks louder than words. What do most men do after a breakup? They text, they call, they beg, they try to explain. And every single time it only makes things worse. Because words mean nothing when emotions are running high. And worse, she expected it. She expected you to react, to blow up her phone, to ask why, to try and make sense of it all. She expected to see you struggle, to watch you grasp for closure that she will never give you. But imagine this. What if, instead of reacting, you vanished? No calls, no texts, no sad posts on social media, nothing, just complete, deafening silence. Do you understand how unsettling that is? How powerful that is? Because now, instead of confirming what she thought, that you're just another guy who can't handle loss, she starts questioning everything. Wait, why isn't he chasing me? Did I not mean as much to him as I thought? And that doubt, that's where you win. People don't miss words. They miss presence. They miss energy. And the second yours is gone, she feels it. It lingers. It creeps into her mind when she least expects it. That silence will say more than any text, any speech, any desperate attempt to get closure ever could. And here's the truth. She will break that silence first. Maybe not today, maybe not next week, but she will. It might come in the form of a random text. Hey, hope you're doing okay. Or a like on an old photo. A weak attempt to see if she still has access to you. But here's where most men fail. They respond. They take the bait. They think, this is my chance, and fall right back into the trap. But you're different. You won't respond. You won't give her the reaction she's looking for. Because the real power move isn't just silence. It's indifference. It's not waiting for her to come back. It's moving so far forward that by the time she looks back, you're already too far ahead. This is why silence is the coldest revenge. It's a mirror. It forces her to sit with her own decisions, her own choices, without your validation softening the blow. And the moment she realizes she can't get a reaction out of you, that's the moment she starts to regret leaving. If you're ready to embrace the power of silence, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My silence is my power. Number 4. Becoming the man she can't ignore. Most men think the best way to make her regret leaving is to tell her how much she messed up, to remind her of what they had, to make her see what she lost. But words are weak. Regret isn't triggered by explanations. It's triggered by transformation. Right now, she thinks she knows you. She thinks she's already figured you out. That's why she walked away. But what if the man she left behind was only a fraction of what you could become? This is where most men fail. They stay stuck. They waste months, even years, dwelling on the past. They drink. They scroll through old pictures. They replay memories like a sad movie in their mind. And while they're busy suffering, she's moving on. But you're about to do something different. You're going to take all that pain, all that frustration, all that anger, and turn it into fuel. You're going to rebuild yourself into someone unrecognizable, someone sharper, someone stronger, someone colder. Start with your body. Get in the gym. Train like a man possessed. Not for her, not for revenge, but because a stronger body creates a stronger mind. And when you start seeing the results in the mirror, that's the first step to remembering who you really are. Then focus on your purpose, your money, your ambition. Take that energy you wasted on her and invest it into your craft, your business, your goals. Because nothing makes a woman regret leaving more than seeing the man she underestimated become the man every woman wants. And the best part, you won't even have to say a word. She'll see it. She'll hear about it. She'll notice the way people start paying attention to you, the way you carry yourself differently, the way you've become something greater than she ever expected. And that's when the regret begins to eat at her. Not because you tried to make her jealous, not because you begged for another chance, but because you became the man she can't ignore. The man she thought she could replace, only to realize there is no replacement for a man who turns his pain into power. If you're ready to rise above, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I turn my pain into power. Number 5. The art of indifference. Indifference kills attraction. Nothing is more attractive than a man who doesn't care. Not a man who pretends not to care. Not a man who plays games, but a man who has genuinely moved on. Here's the truth. Women are drawn to certainty, to confidence, to a man who is so sure of himself that no external event, no rejection, no woman can shake him. And when she left, she expected a reaction. She expected sadness. She expected you to chase. But the moment she realizes you don't care at all, that's when the game shifts. Indifference is deadly. It's psychological warfare. Because people crave validation, and when you refuse to give it, when you truly stop seeking her attention, she starts questioning everything. Why isn't he affected? Did I misjudge him? Was he never as into me as I thought? And that's when curiosity turns into obsession. Look around. The men who struggle with women are always the ones who care too much. They overanalyze texts. They stress about every interaction. They desperately try to be chosen. But the men who are desired, they don't chase. They don't overthink. They are too busy building, too focused on their own world, to ever be concerned with whether or not someone stays in it. And that's what makes them magnetic. That's what makes them unforgettable. Here's how you get there. You stop giving a damn, not as a tactic, not as a game, but as a lifestyle. You internalize the fact that the right people will stay and the wrong people will leave. And either way, it doesn't affect you. You are the prize. You are the one who decides who has access to you. Because the coldest revenge isn't making her jealous. It's making her realize that she no longer has an ounce of influence over you. And once she sees that, that's when she starts craving what she can no longer reach. If you're ready to master the art of indifference, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I owe no one my energy. Number 6, when she comes back, and why she will. She left thinking she had you figured out. She assumed she could move on without a second thought. But now something is different. She starts checking your social media. She hears about you through mutual friends. She sees the way you've changed, the way you've grown, and suddenly she feels something she never expected. Regret. At first it's subtle. A random text, a like on an old photo. Maybe she sends something meaningless like, "Hope you're doing well. Don't be fooled. This isn't kindness. This isn't closure. This is a test." She wants to know if she still has access to you, if she can still pull you back into her orbit, if she can still control even a fraction of your emotions. And this is where most men fail. They think, "This is my chance," and they respond too quickly, too eagerly, thinking they've won her back. But the moment you show her that you're still available, still waiting, still that same man she walked away from, she loses interest all over again. Because it was never about getting back together. It was about confirming her power. So when she comes back, and she will, you need to be untouchable. You don't get emotional. You don't rush to respond. If you acknowledge her at all, it's short, distant, and cold. Not to be rude, not to be spiteful, but because she is no longer a priority in your life. And that's when it happens. That's when she realizes she lost you for good. She expected you to wait. She expected you to still care. But now, you are no longer an option. And the moment she sees that, that's when her regret turns to desperation. But here's the truth. By the time she realizes what she lost, you'll have already outgrown her. If you're ready to become untouchable, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I am no longer an option. Number 7, the coldest move. Living without her completely. No revenge, no petty games, no proving yourself. Just vanishing, not in anger, not in spite, but because you've evolved past her existence. This is the coldest move you can make. Not ignoring her to make a point, not pretending to be busy while secretly hoping she'll come back, but truly living as if she never mattered. Because the moment you stop acting detached and actually become detached, that's when you become untouchable. Most men never reach this stage. They stay stuck in limbo, half moving on, half hoping she'll return. They check her social media, wonder if she's thinking about them, secretly want to win the breakup. But the truth is, as long as she still occupies space in your mind, she still has power over you. So you erase her completely, not just from your phone, but from your thoughts, your energy, your future. Because the most powerful move a man can make is realizing that she was never the prize. He was. And here's the paradox. The moment you genuinely stop caring, the moment you stop needing her to regret leaving, is the moment she feels it the most. Because nothing haunts a person more than realizing they have been completely forgotten. No anger, no resentment, just nothing. And when she sees you living, thriving, not even sparing a thought for her existence, that's the moment she truly regrets walking away. Not because you tried to make her jealous, not because you sought revenge, but because you made the ultimate power move. You moved on without her and never looked back. If you're ready to live without her completely, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. She was never the prize. Number 8. The new you. No longer a prisoner of emotion. Look at yourself now. The man you were, the one who begged, who overthought, who clung to the past, is gone. You've evolved, you've hardened, you've reclaimed your power, and now you understand something that most men never will. Freedom isn't about getting revenge. It's about never needing it in the first place. You no longer check her social media. You no longer wonder if she's thinking about you because it doesn't matter. You have risen so far beyond who you used to be that the past is nothing but a distant memory. And that is the greatest victory of all. She expected you to stay stuck. She thought you'd keep the door open, waiting for her to come back. But now you wouldn't even recognize the man who once longed for her. The emotional chains are broken. The weight has been lifted. This isn't about her anymore. This is about you, your growth, your discipline, your purpose. Because when you stop living for someone else, when you stop letting emotions control you, that's when you become truly unstoppable. And here's the irony. The moment you stop wanting her to regret losing you is the moment she does. Because she can feel it. She can sense the shift. The energy she once took for granted is gone, and what used to be her choice is now yours. But the difference is, you no longer care. This is the new you. A man who walks forward without looking back. A man who doesn't chase, doesn't wait, doesn't need anything from anyone. A man who is in control, not just of his emotions, but of his destiny. And when she sees this, when she realizes that she is nothing more than a chapter in your story, that's when she truly understands she lost a man who will never lose himself again. If you're ready to step into your power, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I am in control of my destiny. Number 9. Closing power. The final lesson. You started this journey thinking you needed revenge. You believed that somehow making her regret loving would bring you closure. That if she just realized what she lost, you'd finally feel at peace. But now you see the truth. The real victory was never about her. It was about you. The strongest man is the one who needs nothing from anyone, not validation, not apologies, not second chances. He walks his path alone, not because he has to, but because he chooses to. He understands that every loss is a lesson, every betrayal is a test, and every heartbreak is just another stepping stone on the way to greatness. And now, you are that man. You no longer seek closure because you are the closure. You no longer need her regret because it changes nothing. You have built yourself into someone so powerful, so self-sufficient, that whether she regrets leaving or not is irrelevant. Here's the truth. The strongest revenge is not proving her wrong. It's proving yourself right. That you were always enough. That you are always capable of rising higher, that the man you've become was inside you all along, just waiting for the fire to forge him. And now you are untouchable, so walk away, not to punish her, not to make a statement, but because you have better things to do, because life is too short to waste a single second mourning someone who made the choice to leave. The true Stoic seeks no revenge, because he is already free. If you've reclaimed your power, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I am already free. You made it to the end, and that means one thing. You're not the same person who started this journey. You came here looking for answers. You wanted to know how to make her regret leaving, how to turn the pain into power. And now, you see the truth. The coldest revenge is no revenge at all. It's becoming so powerful, so untouchable, that the past no longer holds you. She thought she had you figured out. She thought you would chase. She thought you would wait. But now, you've shown her something she never expected. Silence, indifference, evolution, and that will haunt her far more than any words ever could. But the most important thing, you did this for yourself, not for her, not for anyone else. You did this because you refused to be a prisoner of the past. You refused to let emotions control your destiny, because the man you are becoming is far greater than the man she walked away from. So keep going, keep growing, keep mastering yourself, because the future belongs to the men who do not dwell in the past. And now, you are already ahead. If this video resonated with you, if you're ready to step into your power, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and drop a final comment below. I never look back. I only move forward. I'll see you in the next one. Stay strong.